There's a very handsome guy from Mexico texted me and said, "Oh, Captain, is there anything I can help with? Most important things. How come you think the customer will think this is a good idea and have a strong willing to back pay?"
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Leah, and today I have Yifeng with us. Can you briefly introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm Yifeng, CEO and founder of ResinLab, a company focusing in 3D printing and maker markets.
Welcome. My first question will be, what made this problem impossible for you to ignore?
I'm not like the very proper talented founder in this world. I'm just a regular master student from the Saudi universities. Most important things, if even someone next to you do not trust you, how come you think the customer will think this is a good idea and have a strong willing to back pay? The best thing for me is like when I'm in Saudi, I just feel I want to make those wasted plastic, wasted filament back to some usable filament. And this idea in a small meeting, and on Saturdays, there's a very handsome guy from Mexico texted me and said, "Oh, Captain, this thing's super interesting. Is there anything I can help with?" That's the beginning of ResinLab. Very easy meeting, very easy message. So that's like 1 year ago.
Why do you pick the filament recycling machine?
You must find the best position of you, of your product, and of your team. So actually we did a lot of analysis, and that moment is a lot of very popular, very fun capitals in the market. But yes, I fully understand the value of AI, but I also know the difficulties of AI-related stuff. So a lot of ideas to see, or when there's a chance for a young startup, whether there is a position that you can really bring very good value to some customers, which we cannot find a good product in the market yet. And this is one reason I would say to start with this business. Another side is, well, I think I play 3D printers like since 2018. So I do see the development in this market and also see some drawbacks in this market. At that moment, we can now neglect that. Before Bamboo Lab, 3D printing is very easy to fake. So I lost a lot of my money in filament, no matter in China, in UK, or in Saudi. Right now, there's a lot of good solutions, but there's still some plastic waste. I mean, they're plastic. They're not only waste, they're part of our creativity and they hold value. That's why two considerations eventually to start with this resin company.
I think like before interview today, like you talked to me about your lab experience. That's also one trigger.
Definitely. There's a lot of lab experience with me, right? Around like 2021, I was in UK, it's a polymer materials lab. And there we was so many filament, which we made very good design at the beginning, and once we started printing, that was a disaster. I'm a Chinese guy, so I'm quite sensitive about cost. So UK at that moment, I think the material we're using, each kilogram was like 60 pounds, something like that, and very, very expensive. Well, and another experience is when I was a lab manager in my bachelor university at CTLU. I'm also a manager of the 3D printing lab. So I can see this situation from another side. I can see at that moment, most of the young students did not fully understand how to operate a 3D printer. So failure is very easy to have. Sometimes they just put like several spoons of filament, go to the hill in 1 day, and that's a big cost for the lab at the moment. And more important is like, I also can tell like when some students have to put their 3D print to the trash bin, they are very upset. So I want to change their face to say, oh, there's enough solution. You don't need to put your idea to the trash bin, and you can save them. Yeah. So those two experiences definitely one of my biggest triggers. So this is, I think, okay, if there's a chance, there's someone going to work with you, definitely do something and change this.
And do something now.
This is what I want. I have quite strong faith. Our project, our product in the future, definitely can change this situation from many aspects.
Yeah. Now I'm going to like dig a little bit deeper.
Definitely.
Is there like any frustrating moment you have faced? And I mean, it must be a very hard experience, a journey.
Definitely, you don't have so many resources, your budget is limited, you definitely cannot get a top 10 engineer from this world.
Yeah.
And so to figure out this problem in more minutes. So this is a very hard, well, give you a very easy example. At the beginning, I'm kind of firm, but I won't know every details of this project. So I need to manage the technology, the user, the market, the funds, the human resources, the law, so many things at the same time. But we have to fully recognize like the energy for one person is limited. So at the moment it was so tired and the entire team is limited to me because we can only start to move once I say yes. But I find that this is not healthy or not good for long-term development. So this dimension. And Leah mentioned people. So I start to give more power and focus more on my team. And that's actually them to spend much better than me because they have their own duty. And for me, I can release from that aspect and more focus on the how to make this team survive and make sure this ball is going to a correct direction. So that's why many young entrepreneurs come to me and ask me most important things. I would say trust your team because they decided to go with you together in the very beginning stages.
Can you show us what's the biggest mistake you have made like in the past 1 year?
Well, literally related to what the things I mentioned before. It's like at that moment I need to control everything, every details about the company. So the tricky thing, all team were only hearing my voice. So at the moment actually I say, oh, if the industrial machine works like that, how about we just minimize the machine to smaller size and do a different structure? Technically, that's a very good option, definitely. But after we started doing that, we found this is work then it's so tricky. After that, I talked deeply with Hector. Actually, he told me at the beginning he don't think this is a very, very good plan for their stages. But just like I mentioned, at the beginning, I'm controlling everything. So Hector cannot say so many things. So we actually wait out at least 3 months.
And when we are talking about startups, we always think of the young entrepreneurs who are doing very excellent job, whose life is like the best of the world. But I'm very curious, if you are going to do a startup, what does a startup has cost you personally?
Oh, well, like, I know that because even for me, I'm enjoying the startup life right now. But definitely not going to be as fancy as you can see from some reports, from some social media. The biggest cost for me is you need to grow in a very, very short time. That is very, very stressful, but you have to do that because there's a team behind you. There's a lot of customers trusting your product, is waiting for your product. So you must push yourself heavily, I would say, to go further. The good thing is like, I would say this startup life or entrepreneur life is a very good platform. You can learn so many things from your peers, some very outstanding entrepreneurs from beside of you. But how can you leverage your limited time? Because at the same time, you also need marketing. But another side, you need to make some self-breakthrough. So that is the biggest cost.
So you need an AI assistant for your calendar and so on and so forth.
Definitely. But this also, I fully agree. In the future, technology, the AI can really release people. This is actually one of the reasons why I picked this maker market, because definitely we're going to have more time to deal with our own idea, to handle our own stuff, make some fancy handmade stuff.
Seeing you like to describe in the future you're going to build already make me think, okay, that's bound to be a very interesting product. Then I'm curious, like because like for the startups you need a lot of believers and the first bunch of customers. Do you have any like interesting customer stories that you can share with us?
Definitely. Well, our product as we mentioned before, it can help you to recycle your filament waste and also can help you to DIY your own filament. This is one of the customers from US told us. Definitely, I'm a single user. I know only by recycling the filament I can never get my money back. But this was not something I'm thinking about. I just want to become a crazy scientist to make my own filament, put so much unexpected stuff into my filament. I say how to do. It's one of the words from our particular customer really inspired us. Yes, in maker market, people really is willing to make their own stuff because kind of control. You can control your footprint, control your raw materials as well. Even from raw material side, it can involve your own idea. That's very cool, guys. From another side is one of the customer also from Europe. I definitely know I only have one printer. I don't have so much waste, hard to get my money back. I understand that. But I just want to do something for the environment. I buy the machine, so tonight I can sleep better. So I really see like the shining point inside of customers, inside of people, really caring about the green development or the environment we're staying in right now. So make our work become more meaningful. Because we know, this is not only a single business, we're not only earning money, we can, from certain aspects, we can also save the time. And there's so many people want to do these things together.
So now, like in my mind, it's like two figures that will represent your product.
Indeed.
The first one is the crazy magician about the material, very creative side, and the other side is like professionals who want to protect our environment, and you combine these two things together.
Indeed. So that's why, just like the beginning I mentioned, I want to bring something valuable and change even just a small aspect of current situation.
Our industry is still like at the very first stage of the company. So if the audience are now watching the video and they want to do something like with you together, like what will be the most important one for you?
Well, I'm going to be a little bit straightforward for this thing. For long-term development of our company, we want to against those big companies in the world already. Because I think those big companies sometimes will ignore some slight market in maker economic. They only focus on right now the CNC, the laser engraver, 3D printer. Definitely look for them. They're fantastic, helpful people. But let's think from industrial view. Actually, there's also a lot of scenarios we can do something with that and make those entire, the user journey be more satisfying. So this is what kind of things we want to do in the foreign plan. Not only about 3D printing markets, also about the CNC market, laser engraver market. Anything you want to do with maker tools in your home, if you have something not so satisfied with, come to me, join us, we can do something very fantastic and make the entire system be more fancy. Everything, this actually the real slogan for our companies, for better creation. Your creation journey be more smooth, more fancy, more satisfying.
Okay. So imagine like we are watching this video like 5 years later. Like, do you think there's any part that you will be laughing at?
Oh, these guys have so weird thinking at the beginning. The plan's not clear. The idea is so insane. And well, maybe after 5 years, that could look back. There's such a big difference compared with my mindset right now and my mindset after 5 years. But actually, I'm super excited and to see that after 5 years, definitely after 5 years, I'm going to come back to the and say, oh, let's compare our videos and see what is different.
Let's do another video 5 years later.
Definitely.
Yeah. And now you will have 30 seconds and you can leave one message for yourself in the future. Now's your time.
Oh, well, I'm not the kind of entrepreneur who will go to the very, very tall market. I just want to tell myself, I hope after 5 years, once there's a user around this world talking about some maker tools, you will know how big, there's a company from Shenzhen, from by Yifeng, and a guy called Hector from Mexico. That's what I want to do. Make some point in this world, in this market, help some customers. That's what I want to do.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you very much, dear.